From hotspots to hidden gems and lots of local flavor, it's your guide to all things LA the unscripted way, from California's own botanical paradise, Descanso Gardens. Hello everyone, and welcome to another 30 minutes of SoCal adventures, courtesy of LA Unscripted. I'm Dana Devin, and tonight we are helping you see the forest for the trees, which really means we're revealing the latest hotspot on our growing list.
The California Surf Museum is a collection of stories, history, artifacts, photos, memories of surf history throughout the world. We've been collecting it since 1986. At that time, there were no official surfing museums existing in this country. And I'm a former teacher, and when a friend of mine had an idea to found a surf museum, the first question I said is, how many are there? But he said there aren't any. And I just thought, wait a minute, something's got to get done here. 75% of our visitors don't surf. And we try to show that the journey that surfing and surfboards and surfers have taken since people were standing up on pieces of wood in ancient oceans. We have the first surfing trophy ever made, I think 1928, and it was a perpetual trophy for the surfers in Southern California, that they would meet once a year and compete for this special Tom Blake trophy, so that's very significant to us. We try to work 3 major exhibits a year. The Surf Museum had decided to do an exhibit dedicated to women surfers. It had never been done before, so the California Surf Museum picked up that baton. Betty was something you had to experience, but you felt so much more coming from her spirit and her passion for surfing, her passion for life, her passion for her family. We have Bethany Hamilton's Shark Bit board, and a wonderful story on Bethany. She's a true inspiration to us. California surf culture has boomed. I've never seen so many families at the beach this last summer, and as many softboards at the beach and boogie boards in my whole life. And here was something that people could do. We love bringing people together and teaching what we have learned about surfing history. We want to share the stoke in this museum. People walk away and they get it. And that puts a smile on their face, and it puts a smile in our hearts that we're doing the right thing.
Okay, she is our lean, mean, try-anything queen. Yep, I'm talking about Olivia de Bortoli, and if you want to know what she's uncovered now, you'll just have to keep watching this installment of Olivia in LA.
Do you want to get your inner crafty on? Well, we found the ultimate spot where you can meet people and make things. I'm messing everything up.
You are not messing it up, I promise. It's going to look so incredible at the end regardless. One reason for us to stay creative is because it feels good. So our motto here at Maker's Mess is meet people, make things. There's the individual component of creativity making us feel fulfilled, like we're sort of exercising a part of ourselves that we might not get to in our day-to-day lives. But then there's also that social aspect. So when we say meet people, we think that the best place to meet a new person, to reconnect with a friend or a family member, the best environment is in a workshop where you're working with your hands and you're creating something that's unique and true to you. I'm Victoria, and I'm the studio director here at Maker's Mess. Maker's Mess is a creative art space here in LA. We've been around since 2015. We host adult workshops and kids workshops. We also have a kids camp during the summer and whenever LAUSD is out of session. Plant workshops, craft workshops, jewelry workshops, anything that you can make with your hands, we want to offer. We absolutely love hosting summer camp. We've done it since our inception. And we'll host it for about 8 to 10 weeks every summer. We're doing Magic and Potion Week, Rainbow Week, Pop Art Week, Costume Design Week. All of them are sort of based around this idea of teaching little ones about art education and about artistic methods So we're teaching little kids who are between the ages of 4 and 12 about Andy Warhol and about David Hockney. And we're teaching them about costume designers like Vivienne Westwood, Iris Apfel. And they're learning about these individuals. They're creating projects that are based on those people. And they're having so much fun doing it. Olivia, first thing, we're gonna put on an apron.
Thank you. I think we should put this on the LA Unscripted way. Victoria, what are we making today?
So today we're going to be making a tie-dye t-shirt. But tie-dye is amazing because we can make so many different things. So scrunchies, for example.
Love a good scrunchie. They're very in right now.
Socks, a fun one.
Okay.
Basically, you can have tie-dye from head to toe. There should be a place where you can go, where you can make something that's creative, you can make a mess, and then you can go home.
Yep.
You can have fun doing something like tie-dye without worrying about what your kitchen table is going to look like afterward.
Mine's pretty.
It's gorgeous. Oh, I love these.
This is so cool. I'm gonna wear this for sure. Oh, I'm dripping.
So I feel like it's my personal mission to make you more knowledgeable about the hot spots and cool happenings in LA. So here's another great story to help keep you in the know. From Lance Bass to Jamie Chung to Jesse Tyler Ferguson, they all turned to one doctor to help them with their dream of becoming parents. Now Jasmine Simpkins is getting all the fertility 411.
More women are waiting until later in life to think about having children, which means they may have to consider freezing their eggs. We came to a world-renowned fertility expert to get all the facts. Dr. Kadir, this couldn't have come in a more perfect time because I've actually been really giving some consideration to freezing. However, I've also been considering buying a house. And so it's like, buy a house, freeze eggs.
I think the real reality of this is that freezing your eggs and doing fertility treatments is expensive. But unfortunately, it's on a time restraint as well. And buying a house, to be really honest, you can do that at any time. But if you came back 10 years from now and said, I'm ready, I bought my house, it looks great, now I'm ready to freeze my eggs, I'd say your chances of your eggs functioning at that time are going to be extremely low or non-existent. We're really proud of all the parents we have made, especially the people that have a voice and who have been open about it. I'm very proud to help the LGBT community. Lance Bass, Lance Black, and Tom Daly, Jesse Tyler Ferguson. These are all individuals that have spoken openly about their journeys to becoming unbelievable parents. We've helped Nicole Williams, we've helped Jamie Chung, Sheena Shea, Chiquis Rivera. These are all women that have been very open about their journeys.
I started the process, ironically, on Mother's Day. That's when I gave myself the first shot. I am currently 44. Well, I've always wanted kids. Unfortunately, I just never found the right person. My career kind of took over. Now, obviously, if I wanted to go down the sperm donor route, I can definitely do that. But I think a part of me still has hope that I'll find someone to have these babies with. But you know what? Once I have that child will know that I wanted him or her so badly that I didn't care what way I got them.
Natalia is an example of someone who probably should have addressed this earlier, but at the same time, we're really proud of her because getting the courage to do this, many women never address this chapter of their life and let it go and just go with the results of never having a child. So the fact that she's here and doing the best that she can do makes me very happy for her.
So on Thursday, I will come in and get my eggs retrieved. They will be frozen until I'm ready to use them. The countdown has officially started. I am now inside the surgical room. Dr. Kadir should be here soon. He'll go in, hopefully retrieve 6 healthy eggs.
I'm so happy right now. Natalia actually turned out to have 9 eggs. We'll know by tomorrow how many of those were mature and frozen. So it's very important for all women to understand this. So egg freezing is when the egg of the female comes out of the body, we examine them under the microscope, and all the mature eggs are then immediately frozen to be used in the future. Embryo freezing, or IVF, the word in vitro fertilization basically means fertilizing an egg and the sperm outside of the human body. The earlier you do it, the better eggs you'll have, the more eggs you'll have, and the better the insurance policy you created for yourself. My line is that at the age of 30, if you're not about to start having kids, you need to be talking to your doctors about all of your assessments and giving your fertility doctor a call.
And Natalia's fertility journey is just getting started. We'll check back in on the hopeful mom-to-be later in the show, so don't go anywhere. We've got so much more coming up when LA Unscripted from Descanso Gardens returns. Welcome back to LA Unscripted from the 150-acre forest that is Descanso Gardens. We're running all over LA tonight for stories. And now our Style Smart expert, Anya Sarr, is checking in with one of her favorites.
Beach-ready bodies come in all shapes and sizes, but if you want just a little contour, I know what to do for you. And it is an FDA-cleared device, and it works by long-wave ultrasound combined with some radio frequency. And so this long-wave ultrasound literally explodes the fat. It's unbelievable, honestly.
Okay, say no more. All you have to say is explode the fat. Let's go. I mean, we've heard a lot about body contouring. We've seen a lot about it. Does it really work, and who's it good for?
Body contouring has come of age. It's good for new moms who have like a little excess skin and loose muscles. It's good for anybody who's lost weight and who has maybe just a few bulges that are still there. It's good for people that just want to have a better shape that maybe didn't land on this planet with one that they liked so much. Everyone can use a little tech help now to improve your curves. That's for sure. So the good news is that we have all of this new technology to address muscle, fat, and skin itself.
Dr. Ava, where am I? What is this amazing room?
This is where the body contouring magic happens. And we've got devices to remove fat, tighten skin, and sculpt your muscles.
And every single device in this room is Dr. Ava approved, right?
I have had every single one of these devices on my body. It is absolutely Dr. Ava approved.
We are here with our beautiful patient, and this looks amazing.
This looks amazing.
This is like a map I'm staring at. Tell me what is going on here.
So our beautiful patient, look how gorgeous the skin is, but she has a little bit of squishy fat, which she doesn't want. We're going to treat quadrant by quadrant. So the way the device works is this handpiece, when coupled with a little bit of gel here, is going to deliver low frequency ultrasound, which is going to explode the fat cells to be carted off by your lymphatics, and some radio frequency, which is going to help tighten the skin.
Is she gonna feel any pain at all?
No, she's just gonna maybe hear a little bit of buzzing.
When will she start seeing results?
In fact, she's going to see results after the first treatment, but the best results are going to be seen after the fourth. And then if there's still some fat, we just go back and do it again. It's completely non-invasive, no downtime.
And is Ultimate Contour good for men and women?
Gender neutral.
Gender neutral, color neutral.
Color neutral.
Age neutral?
Age neutral.
This kind of seems like the best treatment I've ever heard of. I'm a little afraid, but can I ask about the price?
The price varies on the treatment and the package that you've signed up for.
Okay, but is it true we get a Style Smart discount?
Of course. If you book before the end of the month, you get a 10% discount using the code STYLESMART.
That's what I like to hear.
And we'll be back with so much more from Descanso Gardens, an oasis just outside of the city. Welcome back to LA Unscripted from Descanso Gardens here in SoCal. And you know what else is awesome? The good news our hopeful mom-to-be is about to receive. Let's check back in on Natalia's fertility journey.
We have one of the highest success rates in the country. For every genetically normal embryo that we helped create here, the success rate is around 76 to 84% going to a pregnancy. With that being said, that leaves about 1 out of every 5 couples that put a beautiful embryo back in not pregnant. And also, if the options have led to many miscarriages or many failures, we have options such as egg donation, which really can help almost anyone.
I love love talking to you because there's so many misnomers. I have done some research and I've learned that some of it's hereditary, like you're born with all the eggs you're ever gonna have, and some of it also is related to your mother.
On average, when you are in utero, inside of your mom's uterus, you have about 20 million eggs. By the time you are born, females have about 2 million eggs, and by the time your first period comes along around 12 or 13 years of age, you're already down to around 300,000. Every month when you release one egg, about 1,000 eggs die off in that process.
I also see things that says your menstrual cycle monthly is an indication of your fertility. Like, is that true?
Not really. So many women, they assess how healthy they are and how fertile they are by a robust flow of menstrual blood, and it's not true at all. So you can be incredibly healthy and in great shape, and you can just be one of those women that bleeds 2 or 3 days a month versus one of those that are 7 to 8 days. So 20 years ago, no one was freezing eggs. So it was only occurring in research environments. And then when we were beginning to do it, everyone about 39 and a half years started to call us and run in before they turned 40. But trends have changed, and everyone is, I think, realizing the younger you do this, the healthier you are, the healthier your eggs, the more eggs you have, more opportunities of success later on in life.
The reason why I chose Dr. Kadir is because of his reputation. He's that doctor that women go to when other fertility doctors have already told them, like, there's no possibility. At the end of the day, that's what I was looking at, the track record. Is he going to make my dream of becoming a mom a reality? And I do believe I am in the right hands.
So I have some great news today. We have looked at Natalia's 9 eggs, and as a result, 7 of her eggs are mature and 7 of the eggs were frozen today. And that is fantastic news, and I'm so happy, and I'm about to call her right now.
For women who want to do this and don't have the financial backing to do so, I mean, I think, you know, looking back, I have spent money on the dumbest things. And I think that if this is something that you really want and you don't want to miss your opportunity, I feel like everything will fall into place and you will find a way to do it, whether it's, you know, getting loans. I don't like putting my personal business out there, but I'm doing it because if I can get one woman who's always been on the fence about having children, and maybe they are in their 40s, to get tested. I mean, time goes by so quickly. So if I can get one woman to do this for themselves, especially if they've always wanted to be a mom, I would encourage them to do it.
Walking through stunning flower gardens, giant oaks, and waterfalls is such a healthy pleasure, which is something we're all about. So let's keep it rolling with today's Healthy Vibes. I'm excited, Liberty, because I know how much you love yoga. So we're going to do this thing called Bulldog Online.
Okay.
It's yoga, and it's super cool because you can do it anywhere. You can do it at home anytime you want. And we're going to sign in, and you get your first month free.
It's like $12.99.
That's super affordable.
There's experienced yogis or beginner yoga classes. So we should do one.
Let's do which one do you want to do?
We'll do the beginner.
Okay. Why don't we do an advanced? You can help me along. 15-minute journey to headstand with Sarah. Let's do it. Okay, come on.
Elbow to knee.
Okay.
And out.
My balance. Okay, and then the other one, right? Okay.
Do the other one.
Okay.
Oh, jazz hands. I love jazz hands.
You got it?
Yeah. Oh. I am not flexible.
Okay, let's do child's pose.
I actually like this one.
Me too.
You know, usually in yoga classes, I don't talk at all.
Really? You haven't gone with me. Well, I'm here at Descanso Gardens today. Our Doug Kolk is out there digging up the deets on another story just for you. Check it out.
For 50 years, Baron Hats has been making custom hats, many of them for the Hollywood elite. For the last 25, Mark Mejia has been the master hat maker. And I'll tell you, I don't know if there's a hat he can't make.
This is the showroom for Baron Hats here in DTLA. This is where you can come and actually pick something out, have a selection, maybe make some different choices on brim width, crown height, and so we can pick and make the right hat custom for you.
You've made all these hats handmade?
Oh yeah, every one of these are all handmade.
So one thing I'm noticing in your showroom is all these films. Quentin Tarantino films, we're looking at Western films, Jim Carrey in The Mask. Are you responsible for these hats?
Yeah, these are hats I've made, yeah, sure.
I mean, this looks like you're Hollywood's go-to hat maker.
Yeah, right, yeah, that's what we do. I mean, that's 70% of what we do is motion picture, television, commercials.
So there's not many like you.
So all these machines are specifically made for a specific job in hat making. It's 100 years old. This trade, what we're doing is very old, and the machinery that's attached to it is old. So this goes back to the early 1900s. So Doug, have a seat right here. This is called a conformateur, made in France in the late 1800s. There we go. There we go. Gotcha. We're going to use this pattern here and put it into something called the vermilion, which is this. And this is going to give me the shape of your head and the size of your head. And then from that, we're going to make a wooden custom block for you. Here's a couple custom blocks you can see.
So this is Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, right,
on
right.
it.
Yeah, so sure. For a project that we had, some project that we were working on.
Was it Rocky?
Yeah. Yeah, right,
guess,
yeah, right, yeah. So this is going to process, going to soften the felt. And there's the beginning of the actual blocking of a hat. This is the beginning. It comes over to this table and we can do all kinds of things with it.
Oh man, I like it.
And here you go, Doug. You ready?
I like this.
Thank you guys so much for joining us at LA's own massive botanical paradise, Descanso Gardens. Where will we pop up next? You never know. Stay tuned. Mwah.